What happens to the house I owned before marriage in a divorce? Have you ever wondered what happens to a house you owned before tying the knot when it comes to divorce? This is a common concern, and understanding the rules around property division can help ease your mind. When discussing property division in a divorce, it is important to know the difference between marital property and separate property. Separate property usually includes assets owned by one spouse before the marriage. This also covers gifts or inheritances received during the marriage. Because of this classification, separate property typically stays with the individual who owned it, even after a divorce. So, if you owned a house before getting married, it is generally considered separate property. This means that, in most cases, the house will not be divided during the divorce. However, there are some exceptions to keep in mind. If you used marital funds to improve or maintain the property during your marriage, those contributions might be viewed as marital property. This could lead to a claim for reimbursement or a share of the increased value of the home. Another factor to consider is state laws. Property division laws can differ from one state to another. Some states follow community property laws, where most property acquired during the marriage is considered marital property. Other states use equitable distribution, which means property is divided fairly but not necessarily equally. Prenuptial or postnuptial agreements can also play a role in how property is divided. These agreements can specify how assets, including real estate, will be handled in the event of a divorce. In practical terms, even if the house remains separate property, other factors like spousal support, child custody arrangements, and your overall financial situation can influence how property is managed after the divorce. If you owned a house before getting married, it is wise to keep clear records of its ownership and any improvements made using marital funds. This documentation can help clarify its status as separate property during divorce proceedings. Consulting with a legal professional can provide tailored advice based on your specific situation and local laws. Understanding these details can help you navigate the complexities of property division during a divorce.